Welcome to Marriage Monday with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. The Jennings own Growing Green Landscapes and are very happily married. In this podcast, Jeremiah and Savannah discuss the wins, losses, good times, bad times, and everything in between pertaining to owning a business while maintaining a healthy marriage along the way. We hope you enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green Podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and we are so excited to be coming to you today with another fresh new episode for our Marriage Monday series that we have going on now. And Savannah is here with us today on this episode. Work schedule worked out. We were able to get an interview in with her, and so it's going to be pretty fun, hopefully today. Don't know what we're going to get into yet. I have a few notes written down, but who knows? How you feeling?
Pretty good.
So I think we're just going to do a little bit of a life update real fast. I do business updates on the normal show every once in a while, but life update, we are less than a month away.
Yeah.
Less than a month away from baby being born.
36
You know, it's crazy.
Today. What?
You know, something that's really, really crazy.
What?
You could go into labor while recording this.
No, don't say that.
Like, you actually could.
Don't say that.
There's a good chance you could in the next couple weeks while we record these. You could go into labor.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
if we were like, never mind, we're not taking your podcast up to the hospital?
Oh yeah, we are. We'll do a live podcast from the hospital. We'll podcast on the way to the hospital while you're in labor.
I would really love that.
I'm sure
I would really
everybody
enjoy
would like
that.
to hear it, I'm sure.
No, they wouldn't.
But it is crazy. We are at that point. If you're listening in, thanks for tuning in today. Savannah is, if you're new to the show, Savannah is 9 months pregnant with our first son, Jack, and first child, and it's going to be really fun. We are very, very excited. Something we've been looking forward to for 9 months now, and excited we're here, and to this point, didn't think we'd ever get here, honestly. But
it's felt so long. We were talking about
I don't
something
know,
the other day. No, it has. Like, we were talking about a trip that we went on that seems like a year ago, and I was
you were pregnant.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like that was so long ago, and I was pregnant.
But then at the same time, it feels like it's flown by. It feels like it's been a long time, but it feels like it's gone by pretty fast. Like, I remember thinking this day will never get here. And, like, because you know what I always say, like, you're not really pregnant until you're 30 weeks. That's what I say, which is just totally, I don't know, it's just retarded. But
yeah,
it's just what I say. Like, when you're 30 weeks, you really start showing, like, it is there, and everybody's like you're coming up on the end. You could have a baby pretty soon.
Yeah.
And we hit that point. I was like, man, we still got 10 more weeks to go. And then now we're 4 weeks away, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, if that.
4 weeks from tomorrow. From today.
Yeah.
When this releases.
Yeah.
4 weeks from today is the due date.
Yeah, but then the due date, because of the way the days fall, is less than a month away. Because it's September 5th, and this will be coming out on August 8th. So it's like, I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know. It hasn't really gone by that fast for me. I don't remember a time in my life I wasn't pregnant.
No, but these last 4 weeks, I feel like they're going to take forever.
Yes.
Like, we have a baby appointment tomorrow. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. I just feel, but what's crazy is, like, we could go and not come home.
Well, yeah, so everybody's bags are packed, and we have the car seat. Well, your bag will take 3 seconds. Yeah. We have the car seat out of the box. It's not in the car, but it's out of the box. And
we're get Caleb to come detail before we go, though.
Yes.
I got to text him.
Yes, the car.
Caleb, if you're listening to this, put me on your schedule.
Yeah, please do.
To get the car detailed.
It is
before
rough.
we go.
Because we've been carting the dogs back and forth, and there's just hair.
It's a mess.
Yeah, we're doing everything to be ready. We're ready.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be any day. But then also I'm trying to prepare myself for the fact that it could also be another month. And that's going to be a long month if it is.
You're already not sleeping that well.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting worse. Like, I can't really complain like I've been sleeping, but also it's getting worse.
Are you ready to be a mom? Are you a mom? What's people's opinions on that? Are you a mom before your child is born?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you celebrate Father's and Mother's Day? Because, like, I feel like technically you are. Like, we're pro-life.
Pro-life, yeah.
So, like, if you're going to say that's a human in you, then I guess technically you're a mom.
My take on it is, like, yes and no. Like, yes, because I have a baby, like, growing in me, and, like, he moves and is active and has a heartbeat.
I think you're more of a mom than I am a dad.
I don't think that's true.
I think so because
it's just as much your child.
I guess, but you have that connection with him. You physically feel him right now.
Yeah, like right now.
Yeah.
But
see,
I feel like Mother's Day and Father's Day, celebrating those is kind of a different thing because you celebrate your parent, like, your mother and your father on those days to like thank them and for being your parent and for the sacrifices that they make. And like, we don't make the sacrifices that parents make right now.
I mean, kind of. Yeah.
No.
Not on the level of what our parents have by any means, but.
Yeah, but like, what are we doing right now as to actively every day?
We're not spending as much money.
I guess.
I mean, you're preparing.
That's not really worth being
We've sacrificed our extra room that we have back there.
Yeah, put in a lot of time into that room.
Yeah, so I mean, you are. I don't know.
I
think you are a mom and a dad before the baby's born. I think you are.
Yes, but I don't know.
I don't know about.
Consider you like a parent. Like we're not parents.
Yeah, we have really no. I mean, we have no input on anything that happens with him right now. Really, on the inside of you, like we can't change anything.
I'm like out of control of that.
He's like still God's kid. Like he's always God's kid, but he's like definitely God's kid right now. Like God is the only one that can change what happens to him.
We were talking about how crazy just pregnancy is because, I'm in control of my body, but my body's like passively doing this. Like I do not have to tell my body to grow this baby. It's just doing it on its own. Like, obviously the Lord designed my body to do it this way, but like I am doing nothing consciously to have him grow. So in that sense,
what is that called? No. Like you don't. There's a name for that because like I don't have to tell my brain doesn't tell my brain doesn't tell my body to breathe. It just breathes.
Yeah.
There's like subconscious and not. I don't remember. There's like an actual word for that. I remember that we learned that in school. Because like your brain has to tell your fingers to move, but your brain does. Yeah, voluntary and involuntary. That's what it is. So
okay, I did not know where you're.
Yeah, so your body's like involuntarily.
It's just
or voluntarily.
Doing it.
I don't know. I don't know what the difference is, but
I don't know.
I've been out of school too long. But anyway, yeah, baby is coming. He's gonna be here before you know it, and that's probably kind of what we're gonna talk about a little bit today. It won't be a long episode, but we're gonna talk about what we need to do and what everyone else out there needs to do who's married and expecting or is going to expect kids in the future, to make sure your marriage stays healthy and doesn't turn into like only by the kid, because I feel like that happens so many times and I'll talk about this. Like we have friends of people that we know, I guess, I don't know, that are at that point in life where their kids are going off to college and they openly admit, they're like, we've lived through our kids for 20 years now. Like they're going to school now. What are we going to talk about now? Like, what are we going to do now that those kids are gone? And I think it's something that that it turns into for everybody, like very easily. Yeah. So it's not like they're in the wrong for doing it. But I think we should talk about, they're not the only ones by far, like by any stretch of the imagination. But we need to talk about now, like people our age that are young or like you have young kids, think about having kids. How do we break that mold of not letting your marriage turn into like just being about your kids, especially those of you that run business together?
Yeah. And it's kind of easy for us to sit here and say that.
Yeah, we don't have a kid yet.
Because you don't have a child.
Yeah.
And I know when you have a child, that becomes like the focus almost of, I don't know, it's just easy for, maybe not it just happens, but it just naturally.
No, I think that's the thing it just does happen.
Yeah,
but
it
you
just
have to
so
like
easily becomes the focus of your life is raising
I think
your
it goes back to, this is a weird analogy, but it's kind of what we were just talking about, voluntary versus involuntarily. It involuntarily happens. Like when you have a kid, it just turns into what you do with the kid. You go off the kid's schedule, you go off the baby's schedule of sleeping, eating. Like you have to voluntarily.
Well, they just become your priority so much so that like that becomes your life. A lot of the times, at least like, my mom. Well, we were homeschooled, so she stayed home with us. So my mom didn't really. This is not a negative thing. I'm not being ugly at all. She didn't really do much outside of the home other than like raise us.
Yeah.
So that was her goal, as that was her like purpose and what she wanted. And Jeremiah and I were just talking the other day, and I am different from my mom in that I don't want that to be my.
To each his own.
You be
totally. You be whatever you think the Lord's put you on this earth for.
Some people women, especially, grow up wanting to be a stay-at-home mom.
And that's the case with the people we were just talking about.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. I want to be a mom more than anything. I'm not any less excited. I'm very excited. I feel extremely blessed and grateful that we've gotten this far and I have the opportunity to, but that's not all I want. And so I get a lot of fulfillment out of my career as a nurse. I love being Jeremiah's wife. There are many other things that I find like fulfillment and purpose in and want to do with my life other than be a mom. And we were just talking like, how do we make sure that we don't lose ourselves in becoming parents? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I wonder, do you think it's harder or easier for people that have been younger, been married less or married more? I wonder what that, like, is it hard? Is it easier to focus on each other if you've been married longer or if you've been married less?
I don't know. Part of me wants to say longer, because if you've been married for less time, then you are still learning how to prioritize each other, like how to do that. So I feel like if you get married early, don't wait very long to have kids early, then you naturally just shift to the next thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because what we talk about is just like, and it's talked about a lot on the show, not on our show, but just in general, is you don't want to turn into the roommate phase.
Yeah, no, and I could see
that's where you
see that happen a lot with parents. And again, I just really want to reiterate that I do not think anything is wrong with like having the desire to be a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home parent, dad, whatever, and that be what you want and that be your dream. I think that's amazing. But
you still shouldn't let that affect your marriage, because like your marriage is God, your spouse, and then your kid.
Right.
Like, that's the order it should be in. Is we want to do everything for our kids to be better, but like Savannah was mine before the kid was mine. Like that.
Yeah.
You take care of each other before you take care of the kid.
Yeah. Well, and I think, part of being a good parent and raising Jack the way we want to raise him is showing him a healthy marriage.
Yeah.
And we can't do that if we don't prioritize it. So that's another very important thing to us in raising him, is showing
So
him.
how do we do it? Practical steps. Let's go over some practical steps of things that we to be upfront with everybody, I don't have anything written down on this. We're just literally discussing this.
Yeah. Well, I think, one of the things they talk about. So I enjoy that we do together in the trades, because a lot of them already have kids and they talk to us about this type of stuff, because we don't really know. We don't have him yet.
Yeah, we don't
obviously.
have him yet. Yeah.
And I think one of the main things that they kind of reiterate / kind of repeat is prioritizing like undivided attention time together. Because it is so easy to slip into that roommate phase and slip into that parent phase where you're just kind of like checking things off the list and you're getting things done just to like get in the bed at the end of the night, And if you aren't taking that time together to like put aside
and let's not forget, like, we're just talking marriage and parenting here. We got to remember, this is like a marriage and business podcast. Like, most of the people listening to the show have a business too. So like, not only not talk about your kid all the time, but you got to turn off talking business as well. Yeah.
And it's hard. It's so hard. Like, even business, it's hard for us to...
Yeah, you don't even work in the business, and it's hard for us to not talk about it at dinner.
Yeah.
About something that happened.
Yeah.
I can imagine if you were in the business every single day. Like, that would be a different story. Like, I can't fathom that of how you turn that off. And I don't think you fully can. Like, I think that will get discussed in every conversation almost, probably at some point, but like you just have to limit it, and not make it the main point. But undivided attention is something that we're working on, because like even just going out on dates or spending time at home, like I don't know, man, society's changed so much in the last 2.5 years. Like, social media has just taken off, and something we have to catch ourselves doing all the time is not just aimlessly getting on your phone when you're with each other.
Yeah.
Because like, we do that. We're so bad about that.
Yes. Well, and this is just
like if we stop talking for 5 seconds, we just get our phones out and start scrolling on something.
Yeah, I know. And this is the first time I'm even saying this to you, but I want us to do better about is not being on our phones in the car.
It's 100%. That's what I was talking about just now. Like,
yeah, you're thinking about me.
Yeah, because that's what you do. We drive, and if you stop talking for 30 seconds, not even 30 seconds, 10 seconds. I would say 10 seconds. If we are quiet for 10 seconds without saying a word, whoever's not driving gets their phone out.
Yeah.
And starts scrolling.
Yeah. Which is so sad because that's so much wasted.
And then whoever's driving says something, and then it's a delayed reaction from you.
No.
And then it just makes me mad. I don't even want to talk anymore. So it's like
because you don't feel like I'm paying any attention.
It's crazy. Like social media is a part of this podcast. Like this podcast is social media. We're connecting with each other. It's a powerful thing. It's a great thing. Instagram has made so many cool friends and relationships built off of Instagram and Facebook and everything else, but you got to use it wisely. And you can't let your attention spans get destroyed. And that's what has happened is like our attention spans are like a rat. Literally, they're like a rat. I mean, I think it's 2.5, 3 seconds, something like that. If you're not hooked in that first little bit of a video, like that's when you're moving on. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know.
No, I think that's something that we definitely could work on. And that's a small thing. That's just saying like, hey, time that we have in the car together, if we could be more intentional about not pulling our phones out, we could have so much more conversation, just like time together. And not that you even have to be talking like nonstop in the car. Nobody wants to have to feel like they're talking just to hear themselves talk. And
it doesn't have to be super deep conversation. It can just be having just sitting there having a good time. I think that's something that we were talking about in our small group the other night is like you have this dating phase of you're really interested in each other and you want to know what's going on and you really want to hear about each other all the time and you can never get enough talking to each other. And that's in the dating phase. And I've seen how that's kind of happened to other, even I remember back when we were dating, it was like all I wanted to do was spend time with you, talk to you, all this. And even now that we're married, we've been married 2 years now. It's like sometimes I don't even listen to things we say. Like I'm fine to just not talk about things.
Yeah.
And that's something that has to pick back up before we have a kid, because if we're already doing it now, then what's it going to be like when we have the kid? Literally all we'll talk about is him.
I know. And that's kind of what sparked. So we went on a little date last night, and that was one of the things that we
got to pick a date night. Our life is too crazy though. How do you pick one night a week? Our nights change so much.
Yeah, I know. Especially
every week is different. Like this week we have something every night this week.
Yeah. Well, we could go one night after I get off work. It's just tough.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
One of the things that we were talking about on our date is how and this is me being 1,000% transparent on this podcast, I guess. One of my fears about having Jack is us losing part of our relationship. I don't know how to explain this in a way that makes sense. How did I say it last night? I don't want our relationship to change so much so that we get into this thing where I'm just Jack's mom to Jeremiah. And
because that's not what you feel like you're here to be. It's not your sole purpose. Yeah. And not just to me, but to everybody else.
Yeah.
When you're talking to other people, if there's other people out there listening to this that we see on a normal basis or talk to, don't refer to Savannah as Jack's mom all the time. No, but that's a serious thing that I think if that's not what you identify as, you don't want to be a stay-at-home mom, you don't want to be just a mother of that's all you cared about in life. And there's some people that are fine with that. That's what we said.
Well, it's not even that. I think that this is, again, totally, I don't know. We could do a podcast in 6 months and I'd be like, well, what was I talking about?
Yeah.
I think my view and how I feel about it will change drastically when he's here.
For sure.
I think it will. I'm more so speaking about the marriage part of it and saying that I just don't want us to get lost in that and us get so wrapped up in being Jack's parents that we're not husband and wife, and then we're going to turn around in 20 years and look at each other and not know what to talk about or what to do or how to function in a house with just the two of us because we just put our soul into being parents and not, like spending and growing our marriage.
It's just a big circle. It's a big cycle of what we just talked about. We go back to the very beginning of what we were just talking about a little bit ago is, like, I mean, we're in the stage where, like, we're seeing people that happen to people. We have younger friends of us that are, like, graduating high school. Their kids are graduating, and we see their parents. And now their parents have been, like, raising kids this whole time.
Yeah.
And now they're like, well, what do we do?
Well, and it's, like, kind of happening to our parents.
Yeah.
And it's, like, everybody handles it differently. And I think this whole thing is just because we really, for probably one of the first times last night, had a legitimate conversation about us wanting to make a conscious effort of this now before he's here to say, like, we're still number one to each other. And honestly, by doing that, we're still prioritizing Jack because we want...
you're setting a good example for him.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, not to get all, like, weird, I don't know, but that's just priority test, and, like, that's biblical. So for us to put each other first and prioritize our marriage, raising a son to see that is hopefully going to also benefit him one day in the future. So, I mean, we're doing it for us, but we're also doing it for him. So, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think something that if y'all are out there, you're listening, and you're in our situation, you're young, you're married, you're thinking about having kids, or you're pregnant, or maybe if you've had kids already, then just think about this stuff at night or whenever y'all have time together. Just discuss it because, I don't know, it's just time for us to break the mold of having lukewarm marriages and just not, like, enjoying life together.
Yeah.
Turning it all about your kids.
Yeah.
Kids aren't everything.
I think we'll, in a year,
that's going to be hard.
We'll look back at this and laugh a little bit.
We will, because we'll think different.
Well, and not even that, but we're a little naive to how hard it's going to be, I think. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like people could listen to us and laugh. And say,
I know people. Yeah, people out there listening and they have kids. They're like, y'all don't know what you're talking about.
And
you're
we
just
don't.
Two young kids who don't know anything about life. And I will agree with you. Yeah, like I'm not saying I know everything. I don't know anything. But I'm just saying.
I think it's easier for us and more important for us to make a conscious effort in that decision and be aware of that now than it would be for us to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years into parenting and be
and 3 kids in, and then be like, well, how do we figure this out?
Know each other, yeah. Like, what are we doing? We don't hang out ever.
And you also do this as accountability.
Yeah,
like you say it, put it out there to the world to hear. Then anybody can text me and say, well, how y'all doing with this? Well, I don't know. I mean, I know. And I think you should do that with your friends. If y'all are married and you have married friends, something like that, and you don't want this to happen to you, find a couple people, find a couple friends that are in your situation, and y'all have dinner together or talk on the phone or Zoom or whatever you do to fit your schedule, and have that discussion of how are y'all doing in your actual marriage.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think the most important thing,
we need to do that.
What?
We need to do that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's just to have that conversation with your spouse and say, like, where are you on this?
Y'all got to get on the same page
You
first.
know, like, how do you feel about this? What are your goals? And I don't think anyone would be like, no, I don't really care. We're just going to be parents and we'll figure it out along the way. You know, like, you wouldn't ever go into it thinking that. But getting some of your goals and kind of wishes, I guess, out in the open, put everything on the table together, I feel like kind of helps. Even if you are a year or 2,
communicate
4 or 5 into parenting, kind of be like, we need to have this conversation if we haven't already, because it's never too late, obviously, to start.
Change starts
prioritizing your marriage.
Change starts now. That's something that I don't know, like learning more and more every day and trying to implement more and more every day is like, no matter how many bad habits you have, no matter how many bad things you do or things that you don't do that you need to start doing in your life, like, change starts when you decide it starts.
Yeah.
It doesn't start 6 months from now. If you say it starts today, then it starts today. So if y'all are already at this point in your marriage, then have the conversation, make the change, and start making steps towards that to get to that point. I don't know. Undivided attention is what we talked about. That's one thing that you should do, in our opinion, one other thing is, it kind of goes along with undivided attention, but intentional conversation.
Yeah.
Having intentional conversation about things, listening.
Yeah.
Asking thought-provoking questions. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. That was one that Brad and Tammy told me. Like, Brad told me that when we were together in trades we were talking about, and we were just like, yeah, sometimes I have that problem of, like, listening to the spouse and not totally, like, engaging what they're saying. Well, ask a thought-provoking question and engage in deep conversation if that's one of the things you struggle with. That doesn't always have to be deep conversation, but if you struggle with having small talk, then think about things and ask not just, like, one-off questions, like actually ask a thought-provoking question.
And I think a part of the whole, like, prioritizing, yourself and your marriage, and being parent, and, like, this is us learning / asking as, soon to be parents, but, you have to take care of yourself to be your best for your marriage too. So, we talk and we harp about undivided attention together and spending time together. But I think it's important also for, us to have our time and our things that we do separately to invest in ourselves so that we can invest in each other. Because you're still your own individual person, as am I, outside of being married to each other. So if we don't ever, give each other the freedom or the time to kind of recharge and step away. And I think doing that as a new parent is going to be hard for both of us. Like, communicating with each other and saying, like, hey, like, I need to tap out for just, like, a couple hours this afternoon and kind of recharge to be your best self for your spouse and your child. But yeah.
I don't know if that'll be hard for me.
Yeah.
I don't like accepting, like, defeat. And not necessarily defeat, but, like, I need a break. Like, I need to take some time. Like, I don't like doing that. That's not, I want to conquer it. I want to figure it out. We'll push through. So that will probably be a problem for me. But even a bigger problem, I think, will be the other person being receptive to that. Yeah. And not taking it like, well, I'm doing it too. Why can't you do it?
To the offense. Yeah.
Like, you have to accept that.
No.
When I come to you and say I need a break, then you can't be like, well, I do this and this and this. What? Keep up.
Right.
And if you do that, just like vice versa.
Yeah. Well, and this is kind of like maybe kind of touchy because we're so blessed and have such great family that live around us, and we are not naive to the fact that not everyone does have a supportive, group and family. So I think it's equally as important for us to go to them and say, like, hey, we need a night out. Like, we need to go for a minute, like,
oh yeah.
And I don't know.
I think that's most important, I would say. Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't know, we haven't talked about this. Within the first 2 to 3 to 4 weeks, I expect us to go out by ourselves one night and, like, have some time. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how it's going to go. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, we don't know.
We
like,
don't
don't know what the schedule's going to be like. We don't know what the kids, like, he could be in the hospital. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, and
but
something that
we have to, if you don't start early, it's not going to start.
Yeah. I don't know how it's going to go with him. I don't know how feeding's going to go. I don't know how my anxiety will be. I know it's very common for women after having a baby to deal with some anxiety, and I don't know.
Yeah,
there's so much we don't know that we're going to have to walk
We'll listen
through.
back to this and be like, wow, we were so dumb.
We did not
Or
know
we'll
anything.
listen back and be like, wow, we're glad we did that because look at how it helped us.
Yeah.
Hopefully it helps somebody else.
I agree that it's a reason that we have these conversations and a reason that it's so important for us to start out having these conversations and get these things on the table and agree and be like, yep, that's what we're doing, is to start it early. Yeah. So that, you create those habits, and it's easier to make it a priority from day one than it would be to implement it. Not saying that you can't. I mean, that's what we just talked about. Changes whenever you decide it starts. But it would make it easier if we'd started now. Yep. Instead of.
Which is why we're doing this. If we can catch somebody when they're in this stage, then, like, try to take these steps. I mean, I know it's going to be a process, and we're going to have to. Savannah's sitting here dying, trying to breathe right now. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, gosh.
36 weeks pregnant, and she's having a headset on for talking for 30 minutes straight is tough. So, like, I'm having to, like, mute her. And
in church
she's
this
not
morning,
talking.
I, like, couldn't sing and stand up at the same time.
Well, yeah, because we walked around, like, the
so
longest
bad.
way. We walked up 17 flights of stairs to get to the loft, and then back down the other side of the loft to get back to where we were sitting. So it was like, it was a process.
I know. I looked at my heart rate on my watch. I was like, "Ooh, that's embarrassing."
Yeah,
I'm definitely very pregnant.
Yeah, there's always an excuse.
But anyways, so if you hear me breathing, I'm sorry.
Oh, man. I love it. This is real life, man. Everybody listening, hope you enjoyed this. 30 minutes of just talking real life and what we're working through.
Probably not a whole lot of beneficial advice, but...
Yeah, I don't know. But hopefully it's somewhat entertaining. Maybe you can relate to this in some way, shape, or form, or know somebody that can. And if you can, then share the show with them, and let's help us grow it. Thank you to everybody who's left ratings and reviews recently. We had some new ones come in. We'll probably read those this week on the normal show. We're at 49 right now. We'd love to get to 50 like this week. That would be awesome if we could get one more. So if y'all enjoyed this show, go leave a rating and review, big 5-star, and get us 50 ratings there, or 50 reviews, I mean. And that would really, really help boost the show. And it's just like Google, man, and anything, real life business. If you look at something, you look at reviews. It's like a product on Amazon. Like if I look at a product, I want to see the one with the most reviews, not the one with the least. So reviews really help. They mean a lot to us, and we could not be more thankful for them. We will keep everybody updated if you do go into labor.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you're not going right now, are you?
No, we're good. We made it through the show.
All right. Who knows? By the time we could have a kid by the time the next episode comes out.
Why do you say so? Yeah,
it's crazy, and I don't know. I don't know what the schedule looks like.
My mind.
We're gonna try to keep them coming. We're gonna try to keep a schedule through this whole process here. But if we miss one, forgive us. We'll be back.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we'll.
I don't know. Technically, if you go to the due date, we'll have a show release on your due date.
Yeah, technically, I guess.
Should we record that show live?
No. Well, maybe.
Like on the way?
What? Well,
we're definitely going to record a podcast on the way to the hospital if you get induced.
You're a psycho.
If you get induced, we are. If you get induced, we are.
A podcast?
That has to be recorded.
Maybe like a vlog.
No, we'll record a podcast.
Okay, maybe.
We'll have some type of audio or video or something.
It's like a 20-25 minute drive to the hospital, so we'll have time for something.
We could get a little clip or something. But like, I don't know. I feel like people are invested with us at this point.
Probably.
We get messages a lot about asking how we are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so kind. I didn't know that.
No, I appreciate everybody that reaches out. It's fun.
No, that's so sweet. I didn't know that.
I wish you could be at Equip this year, but they won't let you in with the baby. So I'll be riding solo.
Yeah,
hopefully they change that stupid rule next year. That's so dumb.
When are the dates?
October the 18th.
Yeah, that's pretty fresh.
Yeah, baby. We would have made it work though for like maybe like half a day or something.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But we don't have to talk about it because you can't come.
Yeah, it's fine.
Can't come
no one
if you're less than 12 years old, which I don't like or agree with. But I don't make the rules. They didn't ask me about it. So, anyway, thanks for tuning into the show today, guys. This has kind of been really random and, like, not inspirational or vibrant.
I'm really sorry that we rambled. But if anybody has any questions / tips /
advice for
us on this, how to prioritize our marriage through especially the first year or two of parenting before we, get our feet under us, let us know. And sometimes it might be just us surviving. I don't know. So, let us know.
On the spot, what's the call to action for the week?
What?
Yeah. What's the call to action for the week about what we've discussed? What do they need to do? What does everybody listening need to do?
Don't put that on me.
You have to.
You didn't prepare me for that even a little bit.
That's the whole point of the show. We don't script the show. We say that on all of our stuff. We don't script it.
Okay, but we did not do that last week.
Yeah, we did. No, we didn't because you weren't on there. You had work, so I had to do it by myself. Did a marriage Monday. Last week was Brian and Liz's.
Yes.
Just 2 weeks ago.
And there was not a call to action.
There's not a call to action on Brian and Liz's. They stole the show on that one.
They did great.
That was a 10 out of 10. If y'all enjoyed that one, if you haven't listened to that one, you need to go back and listen to it.
Yes, and if you have, go listen to it again.
Yeah, for real.
You'll hear something good again.
Yeah, it was good. Call to action for the week. What would it be? I don't know. Off the cuff.
Maybe spend some intentional time with your spouse and ask thought-provoking questions.
I've already done thought-provoking questions. That was months ago. That was like 2 months ago when we started this thing.
Well, it's been a couple months. You can do it again.
Yeah, we hopefully have new listeners by now. They haven't heard that one. Thought-provoking questions is a good one, but undivided attention. Let's do that. Yeah. Undivided attention. Spend one night this week or a day or whenever and 10, 15, 20 minutes of undivided attention with your spouse.
Yeah, like next time, maybe you go to pick up your phone mindlessly, put it down.
Yeah.
Like catch yourself when you pick up your phone in the living room or at the dinner table or whatever, and just put it down. Say, nope, we're going to spend some intentional time together.
That's right. Good deal. That's what we can leave it with. That's what we can leave it with. 35 minutes of having a good time hanging out. Thanks for listening. We'll keep you updated. Might have a baby by the next time we're on the show here, but we'll see. Look forward to it. Thanks for tuning in to the episode today, guys. We look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next episode.